What's up, folks? This is Acid Roots. I'm going to review Black Rain, the EP by Avenged Sevenfold. Now, it's been a while since Avenged Sevenfold has been around. I kind of missed them, and I was wondering. I noticed that I reviewed some of their music. They dropped like a new song several years ago, and I also reviewed their album Nightmare. So I noticed that they had done an EP with Call of Duty songs on there. So basically, particularly the Call of Duty Black Ops series. So Call of Duty typically affiliates with music, and they're usually one of the biggest video game releases of the year. I've noticed that like Eminem's teamed up with them, and there's been other folks. I remember a few of the Call of Duty games: Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Ghost. I think that there was like World War something in 2014. I don't remember all of them, but I've seen enough of them. But one particular band that continued to mess with them for a good while was Avenged Sevenfold, which is good because it's kind of like a twofer that you're getting here because it's kind of video game related. I don't talk about video games too much on this channel. I do have a sub channel called Acid Roots Wired that you can check out if you visit my main page. You can find it in related channels, but I don't typically, like I was saying, talk about video games very often on like Acid Roots music. So I would like to do that, kind of have some affiliated stuff, just depending upon what kind of goes along with it. Stuff that would kind of mesh with music, like Kid Rock and Uncle Kracker and um, Avenged Sevenfold and some of those fellows, folks like that. Disturbed, Corn, some of those bands, that sort of stuff, Godsmack. But yeah, I just would have to say this is a pretty solid EP. But the reason why I can't give it an extremely high score is just because they didn't release it to CD. It's a digital only, which kind of, I would have bought it. I probably would have bought it within the next few days if it had come out on CD and I could get this project and have it in my home. But I'm not too big a fan of just getting it digitally, which basically means you're just supposed to pick out your favorites. That's the straight and narrow of it, is just trying to say, well, there's only 4 songs on here. You pick out the ones you like and forget about the rest of it. So that's basically the idealism to it, but it also really kind of negates the project a bit because it detracts from you actually wanting to buy the whole package. But these are basically songs. These are basically songs that these are basically secret songs because I think they're actually within the Call of Duty video game. I don't know if they're on the Call of Duty soundtracks that they're attached to, but all of them are a part of the Black Ops series. But we'll just go ahead and go in on them. So first song, the Call of Duty Black Ops 1 song is Not Ready to Die. Not too big a fan of this song. I mean, it has a nice energy, but it takes a while to kind of build up to that, and it also has a lot of stuff going on beyond that. So it has a decent pace, but I really felt like I just don't have the patience to listen to like a rock song with over 7 minutes. I really prefer like most songs to be somewhere between like, and it's not like I'm grading the song based upon that, but Metallica used to do this stuff, and I really am not a fan. I try to Master of Puppets, I think that's what it's called, but those songs are just way too lengthy. 8.5, 9.5, 10.5 minutes. I really find difficulty liking it because the verses are always short. The best part, apart from like the mosh pit part of the song, and if the chorus is really good, there's too much instrumentation that doesn't have like any like orthodox attachment to anything, and that's kind of what kind of happens. There's a lot of moshing points within Not Ready to Die, but I felt like they probably could have trimmed it down, made it like 5.5 or 6 minutes, something like that. Didn't like it, but it did have a decent energy to it. But I probably would not purchase this project for that song. So, but Carry On, Black Ops 2. This is the most high energy song on here. And I saw on Spotify it was the most popular song, which is good. It's a ferocious song, real exhilarating. Like the energy of it, like the length of the song. This felt like a single. It felt like something that could have been an extra on one of Avenged Sevenfold's projects, and it could compete in a lot of ways with like typical rock songs, and it did chart on rock radio, so you could actually hear this if you listen hard enough. You might be able to hear this song every now and then. But yeah, I felt like if there were four other songs like this, I definitely felt like this probably would have been a must-have EP. Which EPs, that's really difficult to say, but this shows promise. This is basically the best song on the Black Rain EP. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 doesn't give us a song, but it does give us an instrumental called Jade Helm. This is the second best song in my opinion. It's good. There's no vocals on here. Basically, it's just rock instrumentation. Maybe not the best instrumental I've heard from a band, but I did like the pacing of it. It wins brownie points for kind of having a nice pace, and it's kind of up tempo, kind of like Carry On. It has a nice energy. It has mosh segments in there, and it feels like it could probably be a miniature riot starter. Not quite as vicious as Carry On, but it feels like it's kind of a backyard song, sipping brews, that kind of stuff. It's a simple enough song to kind of have some conversations and chillax just within a Call of Duty almost format. But it does, I would have to say it stands. I mean, I don't want these songs to seem like they're only for like the hardcore gamers and the PS2 and Xbox gamers and that sort of stuff. There's more to it than that. I feel like at least Carry On carries that energy. Jade Helm almost does, but I don't know how many. I don't know within the rock audience how much folks listen to rock instrumentals, but I felt like it was good. It was, solid for what it was. But, it's just, apart from maybe like Godsmack on like the Oracle, I haven't heard too many rock instrumentals happen very frequently, but I'll have to look more. Mad Hatter, Black Ops 4 song. This is a power ballad, and it's interesting just because I think Avenged Sevenfold started to carry themselves like, hey, we might actually be able to perform these songs at concerts because our fans know them well enough, so we can actually do a power ballad on a video game song. That's kind of thing. I don't know how many bands. I don't think Metallica's ever done like a rock song for a video game or something like that, a custom rock song. And can't think of too many other fellows who would be big enough to kind of give like a video game basically a power ballad. And for those who may not be exactly familiar with what a power ballad is, it's basically just a more concert ready song. When you actually go to a show of theirs and you're waving your lighters in the air, they typically play power ballads is to kind of get you swaying your hands and just getting more immersed with the concert. So that's kind of the thing. That's what Mad Hatter is. It's good for what it is, but I really was looking for more songs like Carry On, especially with a game like Call of Duty Black Ops. I mean, you die instantaneously in that game. All it takes is one good shot, and that's about all that it really amounts to. So the energy and the pacing, you want those stages where you're going in and being vicious with that sort of stuff. So Carry On and Jade Helm did that, but when you actually look at it and want to enjoy the music, Mad Hatter's pretty good also. But I probably would not purchase this project for Mad Hatter, and since you have to buy it digitally, I know the two songs that I would want. But okay, so I'll tell you the songs I recommend. So I recommend Carry On, Jade Helm, and Mad Hatter. But in terms of what I would purchase, were I to one day purchase some of the music on here, I would just purchase Carry On and Jade Helm. Those would be the ones I'd go for. But if they were to ever release it in CD to where I could pick up a physical copy, I would also throw Mad Hatter in there. Mad Hatter's good enough to listen to with a purchase where you get everything with it, but not just individually if I, was going to spend money that way. So that's just kind of the thing. But I'll give this album a 6. Um, I liked over half the songs, but I'm kind of disappointed that I can't own this in CD format. And really, the only actual song with vocals that I like on there is just Carry On. I mean, like I said, I like Mad Hatter, but the energy is just not fast paced enough for what I would like to suppose. This is kind of thing. I mean, Mad Hatter is good, but not great. And Jade Helm is very solid. I'd probably say that song's like an 8, but um, you know, well, I don't have too much to complain about with Jade Helm, but that's just kind of the thing. So, but yeah, that's what bogs down this project. But I still kind of feel like, for what it is, it's solid. But like I was saying, I feel like the energy is really the most vicious song on here is Carry On. They needed more songs like it. I mean, they were trying different things. I know they didn't want to get painted into a corner, but it's just, that has to do with it kind of matching the energy of like the video game, and then of course being able to go to a store and pick it up. You just would think, you could go to Walmart and pick up this soundtrack with one of the Call of Duty Black Ops games, or even if they gave you like a coupon to buy it, just some special deal where you could get Call of Duty Black Rain EP and get like a coupon for like, oh, I don't know, they could come up with something, $5 off Call of Duty Black Ops 5, something like that. But this is basically, I would have to say, Avenged Sevenfold's most recent projects. That's kind of the thing there. It's solid, but it needs to be more mass wide available. They need to come up with a way of making it more available to the public rather than just going to iTunes or Amazon or some digital website. It needs to have more availability. But other than that, it's above average, but it's not a knockout like it needs to be.